In 2020, you were the single largest
because I had
receiver of pharmaceutical money.
contributions from workers all over this country. Workers,
You were the
this
single,
not a nickel from corporate
Bernie,
tax.
you were the single largest
From
acceptor of
workers-
pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in the industry.
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right.
Did you see that? Did you see that? So after when RFK gave him a number, when he said 1.5 million, Bernie Sanders no longer wanted to talk about that. He said, but out of 200 million. So what he's saying basically is that was so little that I don't acknowledge that. Y'all see these numbers up here. These numbers show Bernie Sanders receive, and this is big pharma donations. Big pharma donations. Big pharma gave Bernie Sanders $1.9 million. So I want y'all to see how Bernie Sanders he's about to try to deny it. He's going to say, no, they didn't give me anything. It was only my donors that gave me something. But then at the end of the video, he admits it and stop pressing him out. Check this out, man. Shout out to RFK for doing this thing. And make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all have not already. Check this out. Let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, gang.
I'm going to make America healthier than other countries in the world right now.
Will you guarantee do what every other major country does? That's a simple question.
And by the way, Bernie, the problem of corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, no,
protecting their interests.
Oh, I thought that would, no. I ran for president like you. I got millions and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
Now you heard that, right? Hold on. He said not one nickel, right? Now, I just now read for y'all that $1.9 million came directly from Big Pharma to Bernie Sanders. He said not one nickel. He's always trying to hold himself above board from everybody else. And I'm actually, I don't really have that much of an issue with Bernie Sanders. He's an old guy that seemed like he had a heart for the people. I mean, he wanted to let everybody go to college for free. This dude he's a socialist. You know what I mean? He wants to help people and give back to people as much as possible. The American dollar be damned. All right. The economy be damned. He don't care about all that. He's saying, let's go ahead and help the people. All right. But y'all see, he said not one nickel. All right. So let's go. Watch what's about to happen, man. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
In 2020, you were the single largest
because I had
receiver of pharmaceutical money
from workers all over this country. Workers,
you were the single,
not a nickel from corporate tax.
You were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right.
Did you see that? Did you see that? So after when RFK gave him a number, which wasn't 1.5, it was actually 1.9 RFK. It was 1.9. The receipts came out. So when he said 1.5 million, Bernie Sanders no longer wanted to talk about that. He said, but out of 200 million. So what he's saying basically is that was so little that I don't acknowledge that. All right. That was less than 2%. That was less than 2% of what I received. So I'm not going to acknowledge that. He said not one nickel. Well, $1.9 million sounds like a whole poop ton of nickels that I would be happy to have if that's what's considered not one nickel to Bernie Sanders. I would love to have that one nickel. All right. We're not done yet. He tried to change this topic and he tried to leave that topic because I only got 3 minutes. So let me hurry up. No, your ass got caught, Bernie. You got caught, bro. You got caught. Not only did he get caught by RFK, but check this out. Tulsi Gabbard also threw that money laundering back at them. Listen to this right here, man. And shout out to Tulsi, man. Tulsi is a fox. I don't know why people don't like her, man. I am a huge fan of Tulsi. I'm telling you, not because she's sexy. Thought I heard my wife again, man. Thought I heard my wife. Okay. Every time I mention another woman, I hear my wife. It's like she be just waiting. What you say about that woman? Tulsi Gabbard, a fox. I don't give a damn what you say. Tulsi Gabbard is a fox. Huh? Yes, she is. Listen to what she has to say, gang. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. And this is, listen, if you have not hit the like button already, please make sure you do. But Tulsi Gabbard.
Senator Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Colonel Gabbard, when Russia was denying us use of chemical weapons, they accused the U.S. of supporting terrorists. This is a line that Putin used frequently during the Syrian civil war as he supported Assad. Syrian officials made similar comments. They did it repeatedly. They did it in public. They did it at the United Nations. In 2016, you gave an interview in which you said, and this is a quote, "The U.S. is providing direct and indirect support to terrorist groups in order to overthrow the Syrian government." And in 2019, on the Democratic presidential debate stage, you said of President Trump, this is a quote, "This current president is continuing to betray us. We were supposed to be going after al-Qaeda, but over years now, not only have we not gone after al-Qaeda, our president is supporting al-Qaeda." So I'm interested to hear, what was your goal in saying these things? And did you consider, before saying them, the motives of Iran and Russia, what their motives might have been before making these claims?
Senator, as someone who enlisted in the military specifically because of al-Qaeda's terrorist attack on 9/11 and committing myself and my life to doing what I could to defeat these terrorists, it was shocking and a betrayal to me and every person who was killed on 9/11, their families and my brothers and sisters in uniform. When, as a member of Congress, I learned about President Obama's dual programs that he had begun really to overthrow the regime of Syria, and being willing to, through the CIA's Timber Sycamore program that has now been made public, of working with and arming and equipping al-Qaeda in an effort to overthrow that regime, starting yet another regime change war in the Middle East. DoD train and equip program, again, begun under President Obama, is widely been known, looked at and studied, that ultimately resulted in over $500 million being used to train who they called moderate rebels, but were actually fighters working with and aligned with al-Qaeda's affiliate on the ground in Syria, all to move forward with their regime change and not acknowledging what was obvious at the time and what has unfortunately borne true, which was that a regime change war in Syria, much like the regime change wars in Iraq, the toppling of Gaddafi and Mubarak, while these are all dictators, would likely result in the rise of Islamist extremists like al-Qaeda taking power. I shed no tears for the fall of the Assad regime, But today we have an Islamist extremist who is now in charge of Syria, as I said, who danced on the streets to celebrate the 9/11 attack, who ruled over Idlib with an Islamist extremist governance, and who has already begun to persecute and kill and arrest religious minorities like Christians in Syria.
I understand.
Why that should be acceptable to anyone is beyond me.
It shouldn't
is
be.
certainly
And I
not in our
understand, and
interests.
I appreciate your answer, and thank you. My concern has to do with the tendency to repeat Russian and Syrian, and even in some cases, I think we'll get into in the closed session, Iranian information, and to discount what comes from our intelligence community.
Senator, every American deserves to know that people in our own government were providing support to our sworn enemy, Al-Qaeda. That should not be acceptable by anyone.
Thank you.
Hold on. Time out. Now, here's the thing. They don't want anybody exposing them, rightfully so. Who wants to be exposed? Nobody wants to be exposed. But do you not know what this means to everybody who donated them money, voted for them? They don't want to lose the public's trust. They want to be able to run in 4 years and still have the public's trust. Tulsi Gabbard is going to expose them continuously. RFK is going to expose them continuously. Kash Patel, expose them continuously. Elon Musk, Trump. This dude has put together a super team of individuals who are ready to not only move us forward as a country, but to expose all the bull sugar honey iced tea that has been going on for the longest. Do y'all not know that there are some wars that we did not have to be involved in? There are some things, some major catastrophes that have happened on American soil that aren't what they tell us it was. 9/11 being one of them. I'm not going to talk too much about it on this live stream. All I'm saying is look into it. Open up that third eye. Go back to the original meaning of woke. When your third eye is open and you see beyond the bull sugar honey iced tea that's fed to us via propaganda of the machines that's put in place by the powers that be. I know I just now said a lot, but I really did not. All right. Certain platforms do not support that type of communication, that type of information being spread. They like to call it disinformation or misinformation or conspiratorial thoughts or something like that. That's not what we're going to do on here. But as you can see, where's my information coming from? Look up in the corner of this video right here. Look in the corner. This is where a lot of my information is coming from. Because the real Alex Jones, he does deep dives into this stuff. Deep dives. And I really need for us to start paying attention, far more attention than we have been before. And not only that, but to continue to provide them with facts, because our country think that we can just continue to just print money and everything's fine again. That's not the case. So what they like to do, they like to start mischief with other nations to get us involved and to get the people behind us. And that's why I said that the crash that just now happened near DCA, directly over the Potomac River, on the left was DCA, Reagan National Airport, and on the right was 395, the road that the road that connects Virginia to Washington, D.C. It happened directly over the Potomac River. If anybody saw the footage, and I'm certain you have, that helicopter was already far too high than it was supposed to be. It made a beeline directly to. I'm not going to say anything else about that. Hopefully you understand why. I'm just saying, because there are people already being shut down for speaking too much on this. God bless every single soul involved in that. But from what I'm receiving is the individual who was flying the plane actually wrote a long soliloquy the day before this happened, and also knew that they too was potentially about to lose their jobs because of certain executive orders that were just now signed. In their mind, they had nothing to lose.